Hello everybody, this is Nick.
This is Eric.
And Eric, today we've got a special treat for the people. We are going to watch Muppet Babies. Now, a few podcasts ago, we talked at length about Muppet Babies. It ran for, do you remember how many seasons it ran for?
8?
You, sir, have a great memory.
Oh, wow.
That is 8 seasons.
I knew it was a lot.
Had 107 episodes.
Whoa. That's a good run.
A lot of, if you remember correctly, a lot of great voice acting. We had Frank Welker. We had David Coulier, who did a lot of voices. You know him from Full House, things like that.
Yep.
You had Howie Mandel, Barbara Billingsley showing up as Nanny.
Yep.
You had quite a bit with this show. Not only that, we have just learned, sadly, I mean it's been out there for a while apparently, but we just learned that much like a lot of other things,
like DuckTales,
this show is being rebooted.
Woohoo!
Disney is working on a CG version of this show, and it will be starting in 2018.
I hope it has the same concepts, like the doors that open into real scenes.
It would almost have to.
I hope it does.
Now, it does have, I mean, it does have a good show or executive producer in Tom Warburton. If you know that name, it's probably because he was the one that did Codename Kid Next Door.
That was a good series.
That was a great series.
Really well written.
And it had a lot to do with kind of the same concept as Muppet Babies.
That's true, it does.
A lot of imagination in the building of things, in the way they dealt with things. The other thing is that it has Eric Shaw, who was a writer, a story editor he is the story editor, but he was a writer on SpongeBob SquarePants, another long-running show. So I think Disney's going in the right direction. And let's be honest, Disney has been doing some great things with rebooted properties. I mean, they are really moving things in.
Well, we consider the right direction.
Well, yes, and I think that they're going to have success with this.
I hope so.
But you know, the old show we grew up with ran for 8 seasons, 107 episodes, just a great, solid show. And like I pointed out in our last in the podcast, we talked about it. If you remember correctly, it was so popular even after they stopped production that I don't remember what channel it ran on. The channel kept running episodes because it was in such high demand. There was such demand by fans that even the reruns got high ratings.
And this was in the when did it get finally finished?
It finished in 91.
And it still was going for a couple years after that in high demand. I'm trying to think of the landscape of. Did it move to cable?
It was still on when it was.
It's still network.
Eventually, it moved to cable, but but when it was showing the reruns,
when did it syndicate?
The CBS was the channel it was shown on, but CBS kept showing it because it was still so popular.
That's pretty good. Ah, man, that's awesome.
So it had 8 seasons of episodes, but essentially it ran for 10 complete seasons.
Oh, because of the
reruns that were still very popular.
Well, that's awesome. Wow, it's pretty great. That sounds a lot like nowadays there would have been a fan club and it would have been rebooted a couple years later, like Family Guy or Futurama was.
Yeah.
Speaking of 2 shows that got rebooted due to fan petitioning. Backlash and petitioning. Why it never happened for a really good sci-fi show called Firefly, I don't know. They got a movie though.
They did get a movie.
It wasn't that great, but it was a good movie.
All right, well, buddy, let's get into this. We have our first episode, the first episode of the show. It's called what?
Noisy Neighbors.
Noisy Neighbors.
It's a bit of a short episode. According to this timestamp, it's 16 and a half minutes almost, and that's it. That's pretty short.
Well, I mean, back then they had a lot of commercials. So
man, 80s though? trying to think. We watched 80s were usually a little longer, like 27 minutes. But
I don't know. This one was on a lot of what even Gummy Bears. How long was Gummy Bears?
It was like 24 minutes, 25 minutes.
I don't know. This was just
they did like it's when I was reading about the reboot, they're doing 2 11-minute shows inside the.
Well, but a lot of shows do that now.
I mean, that's common. Adventure Time has done that.
Yeah,
and several others have. I don't know.
All right,
ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, and here we go.
Big babies, we make our dreams come true. Okay, so this is a sped up version.
Oh, okay.
I know why it's 16 minutes. Somebody sped this up.
What is? You want to try and find another copy of this?
You know what? We have already started down this trail. Let's go with the Muppet Babies.
I was looking at the weird white gash on the screen.
Boy, and they really zoomed in too.
I'm thinking find another copy.
Holy cow. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are now experiencing Muppet Babies, ADD Muppet Babies.
Wow, it's way fast.
They have done it at, I don't know what percentage that was, but boy, that was impressive. You know what? We are going to take a quick break and find a new copy.
Yes.
So please excuse our mess.
Wow, that was a year ago. That's it. Same one. Yeah, let's try to find it off of YouTube. Muppet Babies. I think they put it like 100 and I think 10% of the thing.
That's 125.
And put it
it was really flying.
It was. Videos. This is really hard to find.
Oh, what was that? 2016 right there. Up a little bit. Up. Oh, that's episode 1. That's 8.
Oh, watch now? I can watch it at this website?
What is this website?
30 minutes of it has ads. This is weird. I can't control it either.
Nope.
I don't know, maybe. It's a GIF. I did not think it'd be so hard to find a Muppet Babies.
I guess we're noisy. I guess we're ADD. This shit.
I want to do noisy neighbors.
There's 1849.
That's better.
It's not as bad. Very blurry.
It's not changing.
I think it's just stuck. I remember this episode.
You do this one?
Yeah, we can do this.
Alright, ready? Here we go again! 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're back! Here we go! It's still a little sped up, a little blurry, but we'll make do. They cut out part of the song. Like, I like adventure, I like romance, I like rhythm. Alright, noisy neighbors.
Here we go. Again.
Okay, up bears go! Hurry on, Captain Kermit! I don't They've got to be out there somewhere.
I like how his nose is a periscope.
I don't think you can see anything.
I'm sure.
How he has to turn his whole head.
Yeah.
We better give Gonzo a boost.
His neck.
Okay. Ready when you are, Kermit. Hey, watch it. Careful.
It looks like a...
And now his nose is
I was
thicker
gonna say,
and
it's...
shorter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's nothing like the nose we saw earlier.
Uh-oh. I think we've been spotted.
I see a drowning man.
I love this stuff. I love that real...
It had me so. Engine room, engine room. Full speed ahead. Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Ralph was a little bit of a strong guy. He's lifting that piano all day.
We've got to get out of here before they sink us. Close all watertight hatches. Dive? Not you, Fuzzy. The submarine.
He just slammed into the ground.
I love the art of that. I'm gonna get a picture of that.
I love the art, and I also like the sound effect. That's the lesser-known Scooter.
Scooter? Of Scooter and Scooter?
Oh, they're gonna start fighting.
Well, nobody's perfect.
God, her voice is hard to...
Yeah. I don't know if it's because it's... Oh, they're sending Animal. I always liked Animal because he was like the Tasmanian devil of this group.
Oh, jerk hit. Nanny!
You kids better hold
If she
down the
comes,
noise.
she's gonna
Our next door
set
neighbor,
everything up.
Officer Carruthers, just called. He thought maybe you were building a freeway in here.
Freeway.
Now you all know that Officer Carruthers is a policeman,
They have to stop him.
and that he has to sleep during the day because he works at night. And you know if he doesn't get enough sleep, he wakes up all grumpy and grouchy. So just play like civilized children, and you won't have to worry.
What's a civilized child play like?
They sit there quietly and they read. Like every civilized child.
Maybe he'll send us all to jail. Or give
You
us a
know,
one-way ticket to the Twilight Zone.
A lot of these first episodes had to do with them people going to jail, because we watched Garfield last week, and the duck thought he was going to jail.
Oh yeah, Odie. Odie. Orson.
Yeah.
Children. And that's just what we'll do, right? Right.
Or, oh,
Come on, you guys. We gotta clean this
Oh,
place
the
up.
good moral Kermie.
Or something awful is gonna
Animal
happen to us.
eats stuff.
I just
I
know
mean,
it. Don't worry. I'll keep him busy with some of my great
Oh, I
jokes.
love his jokes.
Hey, Animal! Why did the chicken cross the road? Chicken! But that's not the joke. Hey, Fuzzy, forget the jokes. We need to shut him up, not crack him up.
Shut him.
If you want a job done right, give it to a pig.
what they need to do is they need to muzzle him.
He's an animal. Eat it.
Animal, now listen
She's
very
telling a story.
carefully while Piggy reads you a wonderful story. And don't make a sound, or else.
I'll murder you.
Let's see. Here it is.
Animal understood
Once upon a
that.
time,
Or else.
there was a fabulous kingdom with a really
I know how this
fantastic
ends.
castle.
Hey, you remember?
No, I
And the
just...
most beautiful princess in the whole universe. Princess Piggy. Quiet! Oh dear.
What?
Oh
No.
dear. I'm all out of
The
chocolate.
beautiful princess.
What?
What?
You rang me, Letty? No, I whistled. I want some more chocolates.
You were right. No, I
And
whistled.
some bonbons. An
That's
ice cream
completely
sundae.
different. Oh,
Some
here she
bubble
goes.
gum,
Listen-
and a double
listen
chocolate
off.
fries. Talk about pigging out. Listen, there will be no
Oh, the
wisecracks
80s
during my
jokes.
story. Anyhow, the royal palace was not without its royal problems. Oh dear, how dreadful! The dragon is
Here comes the dragon. However, we've stalled. All right, technical difficulties break. Hang on. And we're back. The dragon is coming. It's flipping across there. It's very, very gymnastic. Oh, he's a dancer.
Gee, maybe he's a break dancer. Got it?
There will be no
A break
Fozzie
dance.
either, Fozzie.
A waka waka waka.
Bad ones.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so, Princess Piggy put out the word that whoever defeats the dragon shall win her hand in Maria.
Ouch! I hurt my thumb.
So, in response to Princess
thumb.
Piggy's royal challenge came the bravest knights in the kingdom, Sir Kermit, Sir Fozzie, and Sir Gonzo. Ow!
Never fear, Princess Piggy. I shall
Did
try
his
to
helmet
train
fart?
you.
Yes.
Sir
That's
Fozzie, you have
this was an ongoing sound effect whenever Gonzo was on screen.
I
He
know I
had the
haven't
fart
got
noise.
nowhere.
Oh, Piggy, is that Fozzie's sword? But he hasn't got a chance. I know.
Sword,
I'll have to battle the
sword.
dragon without a sword. I know. I'll use my feather.
Are you You can stop a dragon.
He's gonna go fight the dragon.
I know that.
You know what?
All I have to do is
He needs to go out. If this is a dancing dragon, he needs to meet the dragon on its terms. It's time to stomp the yard. It's time to serve this dragon.
Here we go. You love this.
Sir or sure?
Sure, Father.
Fozzie, can I talk to you for a minute?
Huh?
Dragons can't talk.
Oh.
Better try it again.
He should have used the feather because he could have tickled him.
What did the big dragon say to the mouse? Give up? Nothing. Dragons can't talk. Pretty funny, huh?
There we go. Oh,
Whoa!
Gee, what a lousy sense of humor.
He's indestructible!
Poor Sir
of course, he's a bear.
Next.
You know, that's what he needs to remember is like, I'm a bear. I just maul this
Yes,
thing.
he claws out. What is Gonzo?
Gee,
Buddy, that was like,
for a little blue
that's like a
weirdo.
big mystery.
Yeah.
In fact, they made a movie about that. I don't remember
I challenge you.
anything about it, but there was something. He was like an alien or something.
And say unto you.
Oh, there he goes.
Must have been enough.
Don't worry, Gonzo. I'll have you to the body shop in no time.
Oh, Sir Kermit.
Ba-dum-bum.
Please don't fight the dragon. He'll make frog meat out of you.
I'm not.
Not fear,
I'm gonna go
princess.
outdance
I
the
mean,
dragon.
Fear not, fair princess. I shall not fight the dragon.
What? You know what they say? If you can't beat him, dance with him.
How romantic.
Let's boogie!
Boogie, animal dance.
So was animal supposed to be the dragon? That's the same
Yes.
color, okay.
I think so.
Yes, Officer Carruthers.
Oh no, it's Officer Carruthers. He's gonna bring the whole police force over here and arrest us.
Quick, turn out the lights.
So are they in an apartment building?
Before they find us.
I guess, or a duplex.
At least a duplex because their walls touch.
Run for it.
Now they're in a prison yard. See, that was always the deal. Gonzo would open up and be that. By the way, it dawned on me last week. We mentioned Star Wars
Why are
and
the lights out?
Indiana Jones were both Lucas properties,
Yes.
which
Officer Carruthers called again.
Henson worked with Lucas on
And you know what he
Star
said?
Wars.
Star Wars, yeah. It's just some of
He
his
said that you woke him
prop
up
design.
again.
So I'm guessing that's how he got the rights to use a lot of these.
I don't want to go to jail. Don't let him take me,
Because Lucas-
please.
Now, Fozzie, there's nothing
Privately
to
owns
worry
all those,
about.
Yes.
There isn't?
Not if you're quiet so he can sleep. Don't you think that's a good idea?
Good idea. Good idea.
There must be something we can do to keep animal quiet.
Yeah, if only there was something that
He's
would
not
put him
like
to sleep.
yelling.
How about a sledgehammer?
You know what they
Hey,
need?
that's it.
Punch
They
him in the
need
throat.
We don't
chloroform.
even have a sledgehammer.
No, not
They-
that.
You're going to hit him with the piano?
Oh, they're
No,
gonna murder him?
music. We'll sing him a lullaby.
So he's gonna play a piano, which is less loud than him just talking.
Right. Not only
With a
that,
full band.
I was gonna say, where is the rest of the band?
Well, what is the rest of that band called?
Well, I know, but they're not there.
It's Electric, Mr. Teeth, Dr. Teeth, and the
The Electric
Boogaloo.
Boogaloo. No, something. It wasn't Boogaloo. It was Electric something else.
you do is start to zipping off your shoes.
And say your prayer.
And leave your kids behind you.
Say your prayers.
Wow.
That's surprising.
That was quite a talented little piano that had all those sound effects in it. You know what's going to happen in this episode? All of them are asleep and Animal's still up playing. And Nanny's going to put him to bed. That's how it's going to end.
Yeah.
Because they will have worn themselves out. Here she comes.
What on earth have you been doing?
Sleepwalk.
Officer Carruthers called again. And he didn't sound very happy.
He didn't?
He said to tell you kids that he's not calling anymore.
He's not?
He said if you wake him up
About
again,
time.
he'll just come over here and speak with you personally.
Personally? Oh, no.
So please try to be quiet, okay?
Okay.
That's better.
This episode was leading up to one of those Scared Straight programs. Like Officer Carruthers brings in like a heroin dealer. He's like, "You think you're tough? Like, these kids are all only 2. Like, don't you? That's where it starts."
Congratulations! You just won a trip
Look,
to New York City!
Another channel.
Everything gets him riled up.
So, Animal is...
It's a duck. It's a blimp. No, it's
Oh yeah, Super Gonzo.
Gonzo.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this character.
Welcome to Muppet Tropolis. I'm Cluck Cat, ace reporter for the world's
Man,
biggest
this show is so good.
It is. It has a lot of different things to it.
I'm really enjoying watching it.
That you gotta,
As you might have noticed,
even at 110% speed.
secret identity.
I don't think this is sped out. Dude.
I think they just cut out some
Co-reporter at the
of the parts.
I think they cut, yeah, the song, the beginning, definitely. I'm sure the ending's cut too.
Yeah,
Look, I think I'm in love.
which is okay.
Oh, me too, Miss Lane. I've been wanting to tell you for months. Yeah. Not you, Cluck.
Cluck?
Super Gonzo. If I could only tell her. But I can't.
Well, how many floors does that have? 100?
100 and something, yeah.
Don't worry, Miss Lane. I'll go up and see if I can put the brakes on. Would you mind getting me a boost? Okay.
He's gonna throw him through.
Thanks. This is a job for...
What was that?
I think that's a rubber chicken.
Oh.
No! Super Gonzo! Oh, Super Gonzo! My hero!
Oh, wow.
Miss Lane, wait! I gotta stop the elevator! Take it easy!
No, you don't really. Just fight, yeah.
Oh, Super Gonzo!
And they all died.
Super Gonzo? Excuse me, Miss Lane, but I've gotta be going. Super Gonzo, wait! Oh dear, I forgot about Cluck. Yoo, Clucky, where are you?
Cluck.
What happened, Miss Lane?
Oh, didn't Gonzo have a thing for chickens?
Yes.
Okay.
Gonzo
Yeah.
made a special trip to save little Oma. I couldn't stand it any
In
longer.
fact, I think in this show he has a rubber chicken that he
I gotta tell you.
looks like his teddy bear.
Oh.
If I remember correctly, I may be wrong.
Oh. Well, let him stay on the TV. Just turn it off.
Hey, cut that out! You can't barge in on my super story. Isn't that right, Miss Lane? Piggy? Hey, help!
Nope. There he goes.
Let me go, you animal! Excuse me. I need to use this telephone booth. It's an emergency.
Hold your cape on. I'm telling jokes to my agent. Ready for this one, Bernie? What do you get when you cross a blueberry with a pancake? Ready? Blueberry pancakes! How'd you know? Well, I thought it was
It's not
funny.
really a joke, it's more of a recipe. They threw a tomato through the phone.
Yeah, that's possible. Don't you know science?
I did. I think that was on a Smarter Everyday
It's a
episode.
plane.
Yeah, I think it was.
No, it's just a telephone booth.
Hang on, Miss Lane.
Oh.
I'll save you.
What? Who is it, you think?
It's AJ.
Gee, I don't have 25 cents.
Oh, I'm sorry. This line will have to be disconnected.
Oh,
Next time I better carry more change. Have no fear, Miss Lane.
see, I've forgotten how just much fun this show was.
I'm having a hard time talking because I really want to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a...
I'm like, I should say something, but I don't want to miss the show.
Well, there's a lot that happens. Like, it's just all played off their imagination.
And I'm powerless against green.
Oh, their nanny.
Crypto socks.
This was an ongoing thing. Like in the middle of their fantasy or whatever it was, their imagination trip, her socks would just appear. They'd be like, "Oh, end of the deal." Because
Officer Carruthers called again.
Uh-oh.
I thought you wouldn't call anymore.
Agent on the phone. He's gonna come over and handcuff us.
oh no, he's going to work.
Or the dog pound.
No. He called to say that he's leaving for work now. So you
That
can
was-
make all the noise
That
you
was
want.
the shortest night's sleep before having to go back to
You ready,
work.
Ralph? I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready.
And why would he call her and be like, "Hey, going back to work"?
Gang, let's
Right.
do it.
There we go. And, yeah, you're right. Animal's still awake.
Come out to everyone. Next, the Muppet Babies are having an extra special visitor. Yucky. He's adorable.
So they did coming attractions for the next episode, huh?
Ah,
Muppet Babies will return after these messages. Return after these messages. The Muppet Babies.
yeah. Jim Henson. Dun, dun. That was good. I forgot how entertaining that is.
It was. It was a good fun show back in the day.
I hope the new one is as good as that. This is something I would love to sit down with my kids and watch. I watched a lot of their cartoons with them, but I still get kind of tired of them. And man, I don't know if it's nostalgia of the Muppet Babies or what, but man, that was just fun to watch. I mean, the resolution's awful. We had some problems with the video, but man, I still enjoyed it.
It's just a fun show. It's a good, simple show. It's
so well executed, though.
Yes.
So well executed. Man.
it is.
Jim Henson, that man died too early. Man.
So,
good
well,
stuff.
anything you got to add here, buddy? I mean,
There's nothing much. I feel bad. I didn't.
they are rebooting this thing.
I will definitely be tuning in to watch that. Man, that was. I feel like I should say more now to make up for the. I don't think I said 10 words during the whole show.
I wouldn't want to be the one that has to reboot this because,
That's a high bar, huh?
well, there is a high bar. I mean, I guess you got two things working for you. One, the people that watched it back then aren't necessarily going to be watching it now and judging it.
You and I will.
But I mean, if you're going to leave a legacy like this show left, because I mean, everybody knows Muppet Babies.
I would hope so.
Everybody that is our age, they know of the Muppet Babies.
Okay. Would you put it in the top 10 of 90s cartoons or 80s cartoons?
Yes.
Okay. Or would you stick? You'd probably stick in the 80s because most of it aired in the 80s.
Well, yeah. Pretty much all of it was in the 80s.
All but like 2 years.
I would stick it up in the top 5.
Wow, really top 5. We haven't done top 5 cartoons of the 80s.
That might
That could
be
be
one.
for you. And does Ryan even watch cartoons?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what kind of kid he was. I
In
didn't
fact,
know that.
he after our episode, he brought up the Muppet Babies to me.
Oh, did he?
When we were talking about that. So
We should do a top. You guys should if I can't make it. I'll give you my list.
We'll make sure that when we do that one, we can all 3 be there. But this was just a great show. In not only that, it had all the familiar faces that we knew as kids.
Yeah.
We loved Kermit. I mean, I always liked Animal just because he was really crazy, and I was the same way with the Tasmanian Devil on the Looney Tunes side of things.
Yeah.
So I mean that character I always thought was funny.
Well, you didn't see Beaker or what's his name?
Professor
Yeah.
something. But
See
they don't.
They were my favorite. I liked them a lot.
They showed up a lot, but they weren't.
They weren't regulars.
No, and I don't even think they showed up until like the 2nd season.
I liked Rolf.
Rolf was good. Gonzo, I liked.
On and off. Love-hate relationship. Get tired of him sometimes.
Yeah.
Fozzie, I liked Fozzie because I liked bad jokes.
Yeah.
Even as a kid.
I liked Fozzie, but
hated Miss Piggy. Hated Miss Piggy. Still don't like Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
Because I have a problem with people who have pride issues.
in Scooter and Skeeter, I was just kind of.
They're like, even
But
later on.
when you brought them all together, it brought a good dynamic because the whole thing with Piggy.
Yeah.
She was supposed to be selfish.
She's almost the antagonist to everything. Right. She is most of the time.
She was supposed to be selfish. You had Scooter and Skeeter were just kind of background. Of course, you had the leading man, Kermit. You had the one that was fighting for, Miss Piggy kind of, or kind of like her affections in Gonzo.
Yeah.
Which, so I mean, there was
a love triangle right there.
Right. I mean, but there was just a fun dynamic when you got all of the characters together.
This episode, Rolf was very a supporting character, but there are episodes where he is way more prominent.
There are episodes where each of the characters kind of get their time to shine.
What was it? Skeeter, the Scooter, the girl, Scooter? That's the girl of the Skeeter Scooter? I only remember like one episode where she was kind of the focus.
Well, there were a lot of episodes where both of them were the focus.
Yeah, okay.
Because they did that whole brother-sister relationship thing.
Yeah, the nerd versus the athletic.
And then you had episodes. I remember an episode where Fozzie loses his little rubber ducky.
Yeah, that's a good episode.
And they're all searching for it.
Yes.
Then I mean, Gonzo was the focus on some, or just him being weird and goofy.
Yeah, easy to write around that.
Well, it is, but I mean there was an episode, if I remember correctly, there is an episode where somebody calls him, like he overhears Piggy calling him weird, and it really bothers him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was, but I mean, he like tries to change himself in comical ways.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it
had the standards like 80s, 90s, the more you know. And,
right.
And, the G.I. Joe ending and like...
Right.
Which else?
I think that
mask ending.
I think that one ended with Nanny being like, "I love you just the way you are. You're just, that kind of thing." But
and gives him a hug or puts down to him. Yeah.
Okay,
I gotcha.
I mean, it was just when you brought the dynamic together, it just worked, and that's what made this show great.
I agree.
So, any final thoughts?
No. I'm just looking forward. We have so many old things from DuckTales to Castlevania. I don't know how many things that we talked about that are coming back in the next year or so that are our childhood.
Oh, yeah.
I am excited. This is just another one to add to that pile.
Well, it is. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Once again, like and subscribe. You can listen to our podcast. There is a new podcast that started with me and my friend Ryan. And we hope you...
Eric cast? Is that what you're calling that one?
No. Nostalgia Talk.
Oh, Nostalgia Talk.
We are going to have you on some, you little bitter man.
I gotta do that, because if you do that, I can't make fun of it then.
Little bitter man over here. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much. Eric, anything?
Nothing.
All right. Well, buddy, once again, thank you for watching with me. And we hope you enjoyed it.
All right. Bye.